Hello and welcome to another most amazing edition of Friday at 420. My name is Mike Nabuurs. I'll be your host for the next 40 minutes as we attempt to entertain you. And thank you so much for checking us out. Facebook Live every Friday at 420. We release a new episode, and we're really glad you're here with us today. Don't forget, you can go back and watch previous episodes of the show, or in some cases listen to them because we weren't always on the Facebook, and you can find them on any streaming service, so please avail yourself of that. There's a great catalog of Friday at 420s that we hope will also entertain you. Today, a very special episode. An old friend of ours is back, but from a new location, as he tries to make a better man of himself, something that we're hoping Manolis will pick up on. But first, let's introduce our panel, shall we? And right off the bat, my mentor, life coach, and best friend, Patrick Coppolino.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno, Patrick. How are you?
I'm good.
That's good, man. I added best friend this week.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought that was, it felt, mentor and life coach felt like you had the upper hand in our relationship. So I really wanted to sort of even the playing field a little by saying we're also best friends.
Yeah, fair enough.
Even though I've never been to your house.
That's true.
Yeah, you've never been to mine, so
no,
I have.
Manolis has.
Oh, Manolis has. That's true.
Yeah, nice house.
Manoli.
You got a
Well,
nice house.
thank you, brother.
Got a lot of nice things.
Hey, I got some nice stuff, man. Please say hello to our good friend Manolis Zontanos. How are you, Manolis?
Good, man. It's always good to see you, Mike.
You know, it's always awesome to see you, Manolis. I think people are mistaken by my introduction because they're always, sort of going, "Oh my God, like him and Patrick, what's the deal? Get a room." But yet, really, in truth, it's Manolis and I who are much closer.
Yeah.
Manoli, everything is good in your life, buddy? Because we've been through a few episodes where it was kind of like it was touch and go, to be honest.
Yeah. It's always getting better, but it's one of those weird. It's like it's definitely the roller coaster ride, but except the dips aren't going as deep as before.
Okay.
So that's okay. I'll take that. You know.
I'm so glad the dips aren't as bad as they were before.
But I was like in my basement right here, and actually I don't know if I told you this, Mike, but I was like trying to frame like a social insurance card that my dad's. It was really old, and I started crying, and the light in this little room behind me started flickering as I cried. Like
wow,
like exact moment, and I was like, I thought I was gonna burn out, but it didn't. Just like it kept doing this weird like something was manipulating the energy in the bulb, like
yeah.
And then it stopped, and I checked it, thinking it was like loose or something, and it wasn't. It's never done that in my life.
Yeah,
it's interesting you mentioned that because I was just reading an article about because there was such a sort of massive loss of life through COVID. Over 600,000 in the U.S. passed away, and far more people than normally pass away in a regular year, if you will. So, and what they're seeing is a massive uptick in the number of people who are having experiences that they can't explain.
Yeah, it was pretty that was. I've had a handful here, but that was the trippiest one.
but I want to see Manolis do the same thing, but not on 8 grams of mushrooms, and see if it happens again.
Wow. You revealed his secret. Sorry, the magician has been exposed.
I just can't have a moment, can I, Patrick? I just can't. Like, no, I don't have a heart.
Oh, yes, you do, Manolis. You have the
Okay.
biggest heart in show business, and we are in show business. This is Friday at 420. We've got to introduce our very special guest. He's been with us before. We're so pleased to have him back again. Please welcome Chris Adoranti. How are you, Christopher?
Hey, I'm doing well, man. How you doing? Everything's good up here.
Yeah,
Doing
you
well.
you look like you might be in a tree fort. I'm not gonna lie. It
Yeah,
looks like you could be in a tree fort.
For my birthday, my dad built me a tree house. Well, he basically told me to get out of the house, and I told him I know it, so he built me a tree house,
Yes.
and now I'm moving here.
That's where you are. You're just
No.
up there in the trees, man. Where
Yeah,
are you,
no,
Christopher? Very
for-
secret
for-
location.
For real, like you said, I'm trying to make myself a better person. I'm up at a rehabilitation recovery center, dealing with some substance abuse issues. So I'm sure most people know, but I got in a car accident about 5 years ago, and that really kind of fucked up my back and my psyche, and started with Percocets. You know what those are, Manolis? And
I've heard of them.
it just kind of escalated and got away from me for a few years. So came here to kind of take care of it. So I've been up here for about 40 days, and I got a few more to go. I'll be back in town, baby.
That was exactly the same thing that happened to Matthew Perry on Friends. Remember during about season 4 or 5 of Friends, he hurt his back during an episode, started taking Percocets, and next thing you know, I mean, he got into a lot of trouble, man. That's a very slippery slope, isn't it, Chris?
Yeah, at least he got to bang Jennifer Aniston, though. Or at least pretend. I don't know if he really did. I bet he did.
No, I don't think so, but
I don't know.
we can pretend.
Anyways,
did you even watch Friends?
No.
They never
I
got
refuse.
together.
Oh, no, wait. That was Courtney Cox.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He did look rough. He did.
He
He
looked
did look
very
rough.
rough for a while there. So, Chris, first of all, good for you.
Thank you.
We are solely 100% in your corner, man, to help you through such a thing. What did it come to that was the sort of linchpin that got you there? There must have been, was there something, a moment, a time when you kind of went, wow, you know what? I'm not going to be able to pull myself up.
Yeah, like I tried a few times and I couldn't make it like more than a day or two because like the withdrawals are so bad. Like can't even really describe how bad it is and like the mental anguish too. So I just found myself using, and every time I'd use, I'd tell myself this is the last time, but then like half hour later I'd want to do it again. So it's just a torment because it's something you shouldn't do and you don't want to do, but you keep doing it. And like it came down to one time I like passed out or half overdosed in my car sitting in a Shoppers Drug Mart plaza. And that was it. My family was kind of like, you need to get out of here and go get yourself some help. So yeah, I was fortunate actually because I'm not paying for this myself. I would never be able to afford to, but the dude, it all started from some douchebag in a BMW on his phone. He hit me from behind and fucked my back up. So we're in this lawsuit and my lawyer basically got their insurance company to agree to pay for me to come here.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, it really is. It's not too often that you hear, sort of, I mean, I get that they would have fixed your car, but it's not too often you can hang the insurance company up for 40 days and 40 nights in a tree fort. So
yeah, fix my brain. Yeah.
Yeah.
How did your parents find out from that Shoppers Drug Mart thing? How did they find out that you were all messed up?
Well, because you saw me. You've been with me when I've been using before. You've seen me. It's like I'm fucking barely there. And I was supposed to be at my sister's one night, and I was just really late. I told her I was going to Shoppers to like get some snacks to watch a movie or something, and I just fell asleep in the parking lot in my car. So she knew I was there, and I guess they like calling the cops looking for me. They called the Shoppers, and they told her that I was out in the car. So that was it, basically.
Well, Christopher, we certainly appreciate your open and honest approach to this. I think that's probably part of the thing they teach you, right? Is you just got to come clean with everybody and be an honest person moving forward. And that's the best way to get past it all.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you doing it here with us at Friday at 420. We'll, of course, be seeking some sort of, you said you had an intake email or something, because we'd like that passed around the group.
Absolutely.
I think everybody.
I've already. This is going to be a surprise, but we're all going to come up here and do sets, and I don't think they're going to let you guys leave afterwards.
I'll stay.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd like it, girls. Manolis, the girls here are wild.
Oh yeah, I can handle them.
All right, let's get to our game, Chris. We're glad to have you along. This is part of your therapy, so we're going to play a little Friday at 420. In my hand, of course, I've got the random envelopes with the random topics that I stole from my previous employer. And so we're going to start with this topic number 12. You got topic number 12, Chris Adoranti. Here we go.
All right.
The first topic on this Friday at 420, swimming pool or hot tub? You can only put one in your backyard. What are you going to have, a swimming pool or a hot tub? Go, Chris Adoranti.
I would say hot tub because Manolis taught me this cool trick with the jets that you can do. And
God.
So I think I'd go with hot tub. And it's self-cleaning too, right? It's so hot. I'm pretty sure it's self-cleaning, right? That's what you said, right, Manolis?
Well, it depends what part you're cleaning, but yes.
He meant the pool.
Sort of like a bidet or something. Is that what we're doing down there?
Almost, but the opposite.
You can do both sides if you want. It's amazing.
You're just a plethora of knowledge.
I don't want to get in that hot tub then. Ever.
Perfect.
Ever again. So you going hot tub, are you, Chris?
I'll go hot tub, yeah.
Okay, all right. Manoli, what about you? I mean, obviously you're the one who apparently invented this, so
Hot tubs are like, yeah, there's gonna be, you know what it is? There's just always gonna be way more action in a hot tub. You know, if you're on a date or you have a girl with you and you're like trying to make something happen, it's just she's already warmed up. The tub is literally warming her up for you. You know.
Okay. Yeah.
I've had a lot of luck in hot tubs, but my unluckiest thing that's ever happened to me is like I took this girl to the bathroom after we were fooling around the hot tub to like take a shower, I guess. And next thing you know, I was standing on the edge of the bathtub, and I realized I was aligned with her boobies with my penis, and I started having fun that way. And then I was so excited that I released into my own face. Yeah, and then I fell and I landed on my back and I slid in the tub.
And that's how he ended up on Percocets.
Yeah, and that's amazing, Mike. And now I'm going to a rehab center somewhere in the wilderness in a week.
I'll keep the bed warm for you.
That is crazy, Manolis. So even with that crazy story, you're still a hot tub guy.
Jizz in the face. You know, jizz in the face ain't that bad if it's your jizz. You just, as long as it's not someone else's jizz, you're doing all right. Life's going okay.
I don't know.
I know.
I don't even know what to do with that. I'm just gonna leave that one.
We're not on the radio, Mike.
I'm so jealous of that beer you're drinking. You have no idea.
I have another one right after this.
Oh, give me it.
Oh.
He's like, oh, Chris, our friend in Rehab's on the show. I'm gonna drink in front of him.
Oh, that's cool. They know I have no intention of stopping drinking. I'm here for opiates and opiates
I was
alone.
gonna say we're gonna have a big party when you get back. Any drugs you want us to have for you when you?
Hey, Mike,
Everything except opiates would be great.
Hey, Mike, can I show you a phone? I something I did to a phone. See this phone?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, it's pretty cool, right? It's an old phone.
Yeah.
So I took the same color of that phone, and this is what I did to it.
Oh wow.
Is that cool?
You made it green.
Yeah, I took it apart, painted green, put it back together.
That looks
That's
like the
cool.
Hulk's phone.
What?
Yeah.
Why? What did you paint it with?
Spray paint.
Just spray paint.
Yeah, just spray paint. Yeah.
Spray painted all the parts. So
Yeah,
why is the other one still beige? Are you gonna do something to it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do something now that I know I can do this. I'm gonna make this one blue. I think. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Just buying old phones and
Revamping them.
I bet there's a 99% chance that ends up in levity.
absolutely.
Yeah, I know.
It's funny
So
because
so
I
we-
was thinking that.
So we never have to see another stand on the stage like this.
Oh, that's.
Yeah.
Oh, we should put one on stage. You're right. That's genius, Mike. Why don't we have one on stage?
Yeah, I know. Every comic's gonna play with it.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, that's so
and
funny.
you know what? You make it red, and then as soon as your 5 minutes are up, it starts ringing.
Phone rings.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
that's actually amazing.
it's the producer. Get
Oh,
the
that's-
hell off the stage.
Dude, that's a great idea.
That's a great. No one can ignore the light, or no one can ignore that. They can ignore the
The
light.
phone ringing.
Hello.
Everybody will know.
Get off the stage.
Get the fuck off.
We kind of lost the trail here, but we were on hot tubs and pools.
Yeah.
I know it's all good. It's a crazy question. It's we got 2 hot tubs. Patrick, you break the tie.
Yeah. Well, I have a woman, so she blows hot water into my asshole with a straw, so I don't need the hot tub.
I want her.
No.
I want to hear her say that.
Oh, it's true for sure. I watched it.
But
so
I'm
you're
gonna go
going
pool. I'm going pool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hot tubs are like, I don't know, they're okay for like a few minutes, but I'd way rather have a pool.
That's why we're best friends, Patrick.
Yeah.
I'm
Do you have a pool,
guy. I'm
Mike?
a pool guy too. No, I don't, and I've always wanted one.
What are you swimming lengths there, Patrick? What are you doing? You're doing the butterfly? You're doing the best?
No, it's just anything.
Cool
You
off.
can, you
Play
can go jump in a lake
volleyball.
though.
Can we meet in the middle and have a heated pool?
Yes.
All right.
Because
As long as it's really hot.
Yeah, heated pool.
really hot.
It's
with
got to be a heated
bubbles.
pool. You don't get enough time in it in Canada without it being heated. So
Do you, ever,
definitely heated.
do you ever hit your butt in the pool and you feel better because you know you're actually really doing a good job cleaning it at the same time? You ever feel that?
Because of the chlorine.
Yeah, you're just
course.
like
That's-
you're like, oh, this is good. Like I don't have to take a shower today. My asshole's clean.
Little
Now-
Manolis
all right,
philosophy for everyone there. There you
Just
go.
Just saving time.
Always trying to find ways not to take a shower.
All right, this is
Yeah,
Friday at 4:20. Our good friend Chris Adoranti coming to us live from Rehab, and it's awful good of him to do that. Patrick Coppolino not in rehab yet, should be for gambling, and Manolis Rehab rejected him. So they said he went there, and they were like, "We can't help you."
What are they gonna do with me,
said,
Mike?
What are you gonna do, right?
Right.
All right, this is topic number 8, and this one I'm going to Patrick Coppolino. Topic number 8: your first love. How old were you when the first time you really felt like you had fallen in love with a girl?
College when I was
Really?
17
You didn't
Yeah.
have nothing in
in high
grade
school?
school or grade
No.
school, man. You didn't oh my God.
Grade school, but you
Yes.
just said
First time you felt you were in love. I get it. You probably weren't in love. First time you felt like I felt I was in love in grade 4. The very first girl, grade 4. Oh my God. I would have thrown myself off a cliff for this girl. I was in love with her.
oh
But did you not have a crush on anyone in grade school or?
yeah, but not in love. What?
You're
You're gonna
Pat had
quibble
a
over
very
in
good
love?
handle on his. Pat had a very good handle on his emotions in grade 4.
Yeah,
He was
I
like,
thought
"I
I
like
was
you. I don't know if I love you though."
I
yeah.
thought
I'm
I
like,
was in
no,
love,
She's
man.
gonna get in the way of my dreams. I gotta.
I don't think he's in
Climbing
love
the-
now.
Climbing the
Okay.
playground.
I don't need to know what you did to college girls. So how about this? Your first crush, the first girl. How old were you when the first time you went, "Oh my God, I love this girl"?
It was at Che. That's when
Jay, yeah.
Sam
No.
Tripoli banged your girlfriend in the kitchen. That's when he realized what love was.
Where did this go?
I don't know.
I
That
miss
also
you guys
happened in
so
3rd
much.
grade.
That happened, Mike. What I just said, that actually happened on his
Sure,
birthday.
it happened.
Yeah, on his
On your
birthday,
Oh.
a girl he was dating, like
Oh.
Ari Shafir was like, "Get out of here, Patrick." He knew something was gonna happen because he saw the way Tripoli was looking at his chick, and the next thing you know, what's his name? Scott like grabbed Patrick, didn't know it was his girlfriend. It's like, "Check this out, happy birthday, Patrick," and shows Tripoli like banging this chick from behind in the kitchen. That's when
Yep.
he realized he was in love.
That was a happy birthday, man.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was good. My
It was-
best birthday.
it was good. I'm really glad Manolis brought it up.
Dude, I saw him outside. I was having you could still smoke on the patios back then. I was having a smoke on outside, and he comes out. I didn't know anything has happened. I look at him. I'm like, "What happened?" Because I see his face is all pale. I go, "You look like your dog just died. What happened?" And then he told me,
Yeah,
close enough, but
yeah.
he was affected. He's never been the same. Look at him now.
Yeah. It's,
It's still impacting him.
He used to be really outgoing. Now he's like, "Yes." He's like Homer Simpson now. Huh?
Okay. So
not
that
her.
was not the question.
But a great answer
Yeah.
It
nonetheless.
was a hell of an answer.
It was the
No.
best birthday I ever been to, though.
Manoli always brings the stories, man. You never have to worry
I
about that.
know. It's like the topic is first crush. Hey, September 11th. Remember that? That
First
happened.
crushed heart.
They flew planes into buildings. I swear to God.
So back to your first crush before Tripoli
well-
got a hold of her.
I remember in like 3rd grade, there was a girl who had a really big crush on me, and the classic like used to chase me around all the time.
Wow.
She was, I guess, my first kiss. 3rd grade, she held me down and kissed me, and I thought I had cooties.
Wow.
Yeah,
The old non-consent.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
That was
You were
hippie.
assaulted.
yeah.
It's a hell of a first experience.
And then she went on to she was like she moved to LA and was like Christina Aguilera's background dancer or something like that.
And you were her first love.
I
We
made
still
out
haven't
with-
got to Patrick's first love, but we got all the other stories flushed
Sounds like
out.
Patrick doesn't want to talk about it. It's so
No, I
bothering
was
me.
like-
The
I was-
first girl you crushed on, man. You got to remember the first girl you crushed on.
Yeah, it was probably reciprocated with her. It was just I thought she had cooties.
Okay.
I don't know. I was way more interested in video games and stuff.
I know you were, dude. I know.
Did she have
Nothing's
cooties?
changed.
What?
Super nerd.
Did she have cooties?
Yeah, she did actually. She died
did,
from
eh?
them.
Fuck. That's sad.
Cooties.
Manoli, you got to go way back, man, because you're old. What first crush? Do you remember? You remember
Yeah.
who she was? She's probably pushing 65 now, so.
She's got to be she's got to be 50 now.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
I was in kindergarten.
Kindergarten.
I was in kindergarten. First time.
Jesus.
I
This
know.
is what we were looking for.
The first time I realized was like there's something about girls or like I like that. You know what I mean? I was like, she was. I couldn't tell you her name. I'm sure I could find a yearbook and find out on her name. I should look her up actually. But she got in trouble. She got in trouble at class. So I'm in kindergarten, and she got sent to this room where it's like a little fake kitchen for kids. And she was in there by herself, and I did something wrong. And the teacher yells at me and goes, Manolis, do you want to go in the kitchen with so and so? Like it's a bad thing. I looked at her. I was like really slow motion. I looked at the girl, then I looked at my teacher, and I just said, yeah, I do like this. She had this weird look, like she knew, like, oh, you're like I had a thing for her or something. She knew what was going on, and she goes. You stay right there. And that was it. You're not going to the kitchen now. But I was like, yeah, I want to go in that kitchen. I was like, I remember thinking like, God damn, to this day, it's my biggest regret. I should have just.
I didn't go in the kitchen.
I should have just kept my mouth shut and just did more stupid things until she sent me in there.
Could have gotten some action in kindergarten.
I would have loved to get the fucking cooties, Mike.
Yes, you would have.
I would have been down for fucking cooties, man.
All the cooties, man.
I would have drowned in cooties.
This
hot tub full of cooties.
This turned into quite the topic. Chris Adoranti, bring us home, buddy. Your first. Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't remember when I was like real young, but I remember like the first girl I liked. Like I was in high school in like grade 10, and she ended up being my girlfriend. And I remember the first time we had sex. So I was a virgin at this point. She wasn't. But first time I had sex, and we were in her basement. And we heard the door open, and her mom came downstairs. Like, she heard us, and she was like, Katie, who's down there with you? And like, we're in the middle of it, like I'm inside of her, and she's like, it's Chris. And all I hear is her mom goes, "You're lucky I like that boy." She just closes the door and walks away.
How old were you?
Finish.
Sweet.
I was like 15.
Yeah.
Thanks, Katie's mom.
Does she have cooties?
I gave them to her. I gave her cooties.
You know what?
Positive.
I'm just going to say, good on you that your first time there was a middle of it.
And there was 2 girls involved.
Because there usually isn't a middle of it. It's usually over before you know it.
Yeah, it's true. This was at least awesome. 20 seconds.
Yeah.
You didn't lose your boner from her, like the mom's voice, like the panic.
It made it harder.
I was going to say.
Wait, can you bang now, Mike?
Not when you're a teenager,
Chris?
man.
Teenager,
nothing scares that thing away.
Yeah, now I can. Yeah, exactly. Manolis.
Even being embarrassed in front of the class and you're tenting and you can't, nothing's going to scare it away, man.
Yeah, you're watching 9/11 live.
And it's only making it harder again.
Nothing's going to scare it away if you're a teenager, man.
One more plane.
Good round, everybody. It's Friday at 4:20. Patrick Coppolino, Manolis Zontanos, our special guest, Chris Adoranti, who is making himself a better human being at Rehab. Chris, a quick question for you. Going through this process.
Yeah.
Has there been a point, you said it's about 40 days?
So far, yeah.
Okay. So was there a point kind of when you went, wow, I can really do, like, did you get over a hump and then it was like, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to be successful.
Yeah, for sure. Like at the beginning, I was like, there's no fucking way I'm getting through this. I was literally walking the perimeter of the border of the place, trying to find like where the main roads were, if I could hail a cab and shit.
Yeah.
But at some point I was just worry about today. You know what I mean? And then I started actually making like breakthroughs with my therapist, remembering trauma and shit. And then it was just like, once I started having like a breakthrough, I was like, it's worth it. Like, this is going well. And then I hit a point a couple days ago where I was like, all right, I've learned everything I can here and it's time to get out of here. So now it's just like a shit show. I just want to leave.
But you also have been using meditation.
Oh yeah, I've been doing that a ton actually.
And did you do that before, or did you learn that in the process?
Manolis actually got me started on it, but I didn't do it much. He sent me like a couple of YouTube clips, which I didn't. I was like just waiting for some to get rickrolled. There's some fucking naked girl to pop out in the middle of this. But he sent me like these long meditations and I started. But then when I got here, I didn't even really want to do it, but we had like classes where everyone was doing it, so you don't really have a choice. And then I just kept rolling with it, and I got this app on my phone, and I'm at like a 28-day streak or something right now.
That's good.
Yeah, man, it's the biggest tool for me for sure.
They say you can trip on like meditation too. It's like naturally trip.
Yeah, what's his name? Howard Stern does like some weird kind of, it's called like transcendental or
Transcendental meditation. Yeah.
But he says you can like you get high from it or something.
Yeah,
we gotta try that out.
That's what the Beatles did with the Maharishi Mahesh Yoga, right?
Really?
The Beatles went to India and they
Right.
learned transcendental meditation with the Maharishi, and then that's what they all got into. And because at that point they were kind of like, we've done all the drugs, man. We need something new to freak us out. And so transcendental meditation was it.
Right.
And they all got really like spiritual off of that. So
Rick Rubin's into that, right? Really, a lot too.
Transcendental? Or transcendental?
It's a little.
Transcendental. There's a C in there. Transcendental.
Yeah, there's a C somewhere.
It's a little harder to do because you're just like, it's more up to you, but you just like listen to tunes and meditation music, but you gotta like have what's the word? It's called a word that you just repeat. I forget.
Mantra.
A mantra. Thank you. So you just repeat the mantra, whatever your mantra is, and you're not supposed to tell anybody. You do that the whole time.
It's the first thing I'm good at because it's literally doing nothing. That's what it is. I have to literally just do nothing, and I'm great at it.
But is your brain trying to leave and think about things, or is your brain calming down and not thinking about anything? Because that's the hard part. Just letting your brain, like you're like, oh, after this I gotta do this, and after that I gotta it's like really it's not as easy as you think, man.
Yeah, no, it's all about like fucking coming back, and like your thoughts are always gonna go. It's just about like coming back and like, concentrate on something. Like
not to control it, let it go and let it come back. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I know a lot of people who've had great success, especially at lowering anxiety levels, calming themselves, especially through what we've gone through. But I know a lot of people help by meditation. So I think if it's something that you're looking for, that if you can start to practice it, and it's a practice. It takes effort to make it work for you. But if you can start to make that part of your life, you will find calmness. And
it's been the biggest help for sure. And like,
that's awesome.
The things you worry about, you realize are not such a big deal, and you can kind of get through it. And you're just more accepting of like, I don't get frustrated about shit as easily. It's just kind of like, I guess that's the way it is,
Takes the edge off.
Yeah, like a Percocet, like a mental Percocet.
Yeah, it's a mental it's like you're 10% happier. And then
still going back there though.
Yeah, it's still going back there.
So, first thing, gotta soften the blow a little person. We gotta shake that, get that word out of your vocabulary.
Have you tried it, Mike? Have you do any meditation at all?
I have tried it, yes. I have tried it. I don't practice it, no.
Okay.
I think Mike thought you were talking about Percocet when you asked him if you tried it. Because he was like, no. And then he was like, oh, yeah, meditation.
Yeah, no back problems over here, people. I got them all solved. All right, topic number 8 on this Friday at 4:20 with Chris Adoranti. And Chris, we're back to you.
Oh, yeah.
I hate this topic.
Come on.
Well,
it's going to be a good one, isn't it?
It's okay. It's a fair shot. The topic is name a liquor you can't drink anymore. So, Chris, that would be all of them.
All of them.
No, you said
still drink.
No, I can
It's
drink.
not a drinking issue, right?
No, not for me. And like that's the one thing they like kind of run based on an abstinence program. But like my recovery coach here is super cool. Like she knows that I can't wait to have a beer when I leave here, and like I'm gonna smoke pot. It's just that like it's not gonna be it won't be like used as a tool. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like. So like they're cool about that, but
for recreational purposes, you got to use it only recreationally and not to
absolutely
get out of a deep hole or whatever.
Exactly, man.
Right.
So, but to answer your question, there's nothing really you know what I hate is the fucking, what's it called? The tastes like black licorice. Sambuca. I hate that.
Sambuca.
Hate that.
Or anisette. Anisette also has that, right?
But the worst experience I had once, right? I remember when I was like in grade 9, we were going to the Valley Park Fair, and I'd never really been drunk before.
It's a terrible
fair. So I'd never been drunk before.
Grade 9, you shouldn't be going drinking Sambuca at the fair.
Right.
Grade 9.
No, I definitely shouldn't have. And because I'd never drank before, like I didn't know that like a shot or two you could start to feel good, right? I figured like you drink it like a drink.
Right.
So I'm just swailing back on a Mickey of it.
Like Gatorade.
And then yeah, like Gatorade. And then I had to work at 6 a.m. the next morning at the golf course to go like clean clubs and carts and shit. And I guess there was a tournament the day before. So I'm down there still hammered. And I'm like cleaning out the carts, and there's all these half-empty cups of booze that I'm getting rid of. And I just remember puking all over the inside of this golf cart because I was smelling all the fucking half-empty cups.
Not nice.
Zambuca.
Okay. We unfortunately, we probably all have. That's really the point of this question, right? We all have a story about something that we just can never go near again because of some horrible event in our lives. Speaking of horrible events in my life, Patrick Coppolino. You got a liquor you can't go near, bro?
Not really. I have more of a preference like when I start drinking, but once I'm a few in, anything goes. But but I'd say my least favorite now, because it was like my drink of choice. Like when I first started drinking, was I always had like a Mickey of vodka in one hand and like a bottle of Pepsi or Coke in the other hand, and that was my drink. I would drink vodka and then chase it, vodka and then chase it. I did that so much, and then one night, it was same like classic story of just puking my brains out after drinking vodka, and I just the smell started to put me off. But I think I'm over that hump. I'm ready to put some vodka in there again.
It's always the smell, eh? Like it's not even the taste that gets you. It's the smell of
it's the smell.
Like,
Manoli, what about you, buddy? What liquor are you avoiding?
I had to start buying smaller bottles of rye because of Patrick, like because I would party with him, and I'd buy the $35 or $65 because just so I don't have to go as often. I had to go to the $25 because he drinks rye like it's Gatorade. He thinks it's like that's why it's like, oh, I don't need any mix. I'm like, I watch him drink it, like I'm like glunk, glunk, glunk. I'm like, what are you doing right now? You just drank like $10 of alcohol.
He's numbing the pain, baby.
Yeah.
Pat chases his rye with whiskey.
Yeah. It's like he makes I purposely, if I bought a $35 bottle, the next morning it's empty because of Coppolino.
It's gone.
Coppolino's
you should start buying vodka because apparently he's adverse to it.
Yeah. Mine is Ouzo because I was in Greece in Kalamata, Philoxenia Beach, and I met these dudes. They were like drinking Ouzo, and they're like somehow they knew I was from Canada, but I was Greek, and they just start talking to me, and they're like, oh, sit with us, have a drink, and next thing you know, I'm like 8 drinks in, 8 shots, and I'm thinking like, this is amazing. It's like 5:00 in the afternoon, and I'm loaded, and all of a sudden I went like this, I went bloop. Bloop. I could tell that liquor's like, hey, we're leaving. So I was trying to walk to the bathroom shower area that was like 40 feet away from me. And there's parents and children walking to the beach or walking to the washroom. And I'm walking, it's daylight, and I'm walking all between them. Like, I'm trying to get there to puke. And I start puking in front of everybody. Like, as I'm walking, I'm puking, and it's all going down my chest. It's pure liquid. Ouzo, and I'm puking in front of children, like and like it was actually hilarious.
Were you with anyone you knew there? Like, were you with like your family or anything at the time?
My dad might have been around. My friends were on the beach. It was kind of like I was on my way to the bathroom anyways, and then I ran into these dudes, and I just became friends with in a matter of minutes. And next thing you know, I'm just puking booze out of my gullet, like in a matter of like 10 minutes. You know, you can't drink a half a bottle of Ouzo in like 15 minutes. You know, this is a bad idea.
It is a very bad idea. It's always a bad idea.
Yeah.
I would just say, if you're looking for something to replace the liquor you can't drink anymore, I recently stumbled upon Fireball and root beer, which is the most amazing drink.
But didn't you drink a whole bottle of something on the internet?
I think
that was Fireball and root beer.
I think, doesn't that taste like Dr. Pepper? I think I heard or something. Or
actually,
no?
you know what? Yeah, no, that's amaretto. I think
okay.
Amaretto and Coke. But the Fireball and root beer is a wonderful taste. If you like root beer, it's fantastic. And yes, I did a little video on my Facebook page.
Yeah, how much booze was that? That was crazy amount of.
It's a lot.
It was a lot.
But I also don't mind just drinking Fireball straight because it's just that cinnamon hearts, right? It's got that cinnamon hearts flavor.
Did you get loaded?
I did that night. Yes, we had company over, and I slipped out at 7:30. And I don't tell anybody. Like I'm not a big, I'm the, hey, good night, everybody. I'm like, just where'd Mike go? So that's how I.
The Irish goodbye.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, listen, we got time for one more topic here on Friday at 4:20, and then we're going to wrap things up with our good friend Chris Adoranti. This question for you fellas is about vaccines. Are you vaccinated? First of all, do you have 1 dose, 2 dose? What did you get? Are you mixing and matching? I'm going to go with you, Manolis, first. What do you got coursing in your veins there, buddy?
I don't know what I got, but I got the first dose.
You got Pfizer.
You got a Pfizer first dose?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Are you going to get a second dose?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. You got no problem.
I don't care. What you like? I always think like, oh, the government's gonna help me now, like take my life. Like, please. Like I can't. There's nothing to do. I can't do that. I want to die, and you're like, oh, we'll give you the shot, and you'll die. I'd be like, I would have been there months ago. Like, okay, let's fucking do this. Don't like. There's no way the government's gonna help me now.
Don't tease
no way.
me.
They never helped me my whole life, but now they're gonna help me. They're gonna give me what I want. Put the shot in. Hey, Jim Manolis died, and he was happy. That was perfect.
Are you're not going to care if the second shot's not the same as the first? Some people are getting their shorts in a knot over the fact that they're, they got a Pfizer and now they're going to get a Moderna and they don't like the idea. And I'm not sure the doctors appear not to really care. So
no, I don't care, man.
Okay, you don't.
I honestly don't care. Like
whatever.
Like I said, like what's the worst outcome?
Adoranti, are you all vaxxed up there, or what's the deal?
I'm not, man. I had appointment for my first vax was going to be on, I think, May 19th. And on the 14th, I found out that I was getting admitted here on the 17th. So I missed my appointment and I haven't been yet, but I will when I get back.
I'm actually a little surprised they didn't make you get your vaccination before coming in there.
Or doing it up there.
Yeah.
They don't offer it up there?
They don't have it. Like, I guess they don't have it here, the nurses and stuff. No.
Interesting. All right, but you're not opposed. You don't care. You'll throw something in your arm, see what happens.
I'll probably do it just so I can go travel, to be honest.
Yeah, no kidding. Hey, that's going to be a big deal. Patrick Coppolino, what about you?
Yeah, I'm Pfizered up. 1 dose.
1 dose of the Pfizer?
Yeah.
You're okay with getting a Moderna follow-up?
No. If I can't get Pfizer, I'm not getting a second one.
No. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Why?
Because I think they're just saying that, and I think there's been cases that have gone wrong that have taken a second dose, and now they're like, oh, well, we weren't really sure. I think more specifically the AstraZeneca one, they've really dropped the ball with. It sounds like
they did.
But I don't know. I mean, I was weary just from the beginning, but like I was gonna get my first shot regardless, just because like I wouldn't feel comfortable everything opening up and me being one of the few who didn't have a vaccine. Like,
right,
just feels like the right thing to do to get it. And luckily, like I had like no side effects, but I am a hypochondriac, so like anything that is going wrong, like if I wake up and I've got like a weird pain I've never had before, I'm like, oh, it's the vaccine. Like I a few days after, like within the first week, I woke up in the middle of the night with like this weirdest chest pain I'd never had before. And I thought for sure it was
cocaine
vaccine related.
It's going bad.
And but yeah, that being said, I don't think these are designed to be mix and match. So
well, the only thing I would say is that the Moderna and the Pfizer are almost identical vaccines. They are both the same type.
mRNA
they were
ones.
designed the exact same way. I wouldn't necessarily have an issue with mixing and matching those ones. I totally get that the AZ thing is the AstraZeneca was kind of the ball was not just dropped once, it was dropped all over the freaking place with that thing. So I totally understand why people are a little bit reticent, but I just wanted to get everyone on the record for that. All right, that's what's that?
I do have a funny thing about a needle, a story to tell you while we were up here though. The nurse went to take my blood and she couldn't take my blood, and because she knew I was on opiates, I guess she thought that I had experience with needles, and she was like, do you want to try? She was asking me if I wanted to take my own blood.
You know what this is like. Go ahead.
Yeah, she's like, come on, I'm sure you know where your veins are. I'm like, I've never put that in my body.
Well, DIY blood taking, whatever.
Yeah.
It's all good. Chris, thank you so much for sharing with us. And we're glad to see you are in great spirits, that you're getting stronger every day. And we look forward to having you back on the comedy circuit as soon as things open back up. How do people follow you on social media?
Just my Instagram is at you give it. That's my Instagram handle. And I had to change it from my real name because I kept getting into fights with people on the internet. And I didn't want them looking at my real name. That's about it. That's the only social media I have.
All right, at you give it. Follow our good
Yep.
friend Chris Adoranti, and we look forward to seeing you back at Levity real soon. Manolis, what do you got to say for yourself?
My buddy Roy Scovel, he's got a new thing going on that's going to be on YouTube. It's called Live Without Fear. I think it's like 6 episodes where he literally goes on stage 6 different times where he goes up with no material and just goes on the cuff.
Right.
So guy, he's pretty amazing. And he's got I think he's got a part in some new show on Apple TV. I think it's called Physical. So that's a big deal. The guy's blowing up. The guy's fucking killing it.
That is awesome, man.
Rory Scovel, just check him out.
You should get him to come on this show. We don't have a script.
I will ask him. Last time, I won't tell you. Anyways,
Okay.
dude, I'll see what he's doing. I'll ask him soon.
Patrick Coppolino, I know you guys all of a sudden you were like testing equipment one night and it turned into a comedy show at the Anchor Bar. That's fantastic.
That
What
was
do you got
awesome.
planned, buddy?
So we're going to be doing more of that. Patio shows on Levity and Anchor Bar. Likely on Wednesdays. We'll throw in some weekend shows throughout the summer as well, but probably regularly on Wednesday nights. So yeah, we're gonna make. It's not official yet. I don't know if I'm gonna be away next week. So, but I think starting in July we'll do them every week. So, stay tuned at Levity Comedy Club.
Absolutely, and don't forget, anytime go to the Anchor Bar patio. Great patio there, and a great spot.
It's open.
And the more you support Anchor Bar, the more you're supporting Levity until it can get open, because it's all one and the same. People.
Yeah, it's open 7 days a week. And I just want to give a plug to the mechanic Bob at Highway 8 Auto. It's actually Manolis's mechanic. He introduced him to me, and he's helped me multiple times with my car. And literally today, so I realized that my muffler, I had an issue with my muffler. I had to get it. I knew it was coming. I had to get it replaced. We brought it to him today at like 1 o'clock, and by like 3:30, it was fixed, ready to go. And he gave me a great deal. He's like he's one of the rare breeds of honest mechanics. So he'll give you options and recommend the cheaper one for you. Like, he's one of those guys. So
he's done my brakes too. He's fantastic.
So, ladies and gentlemen, please go to the mechanic Bob if you get a chance.
Where is he?
He's on it's a Highway 8. It's
it's Highway Auto, but where it's like it's on Kenilworth.
Yeah, it's Maine and Kenilworth.
It's called Highway Auto.
Highway 8 Auto.
Highway 8 Auto. Okay.
Contact me if you want his number. I can give you.
Get in touch with Bob.
But I've known him since I was like 8 years old.
That is scary. All right. Why did you need a mechanic at 8? I don't know. I don't even want to know. We gotta wrap this thing up. This turkey.
Hot Wheels.
Got to put this thing away. Thank you so much to all of you. Thank you, Chris Adoranti, as usual. Always a blast catching up with you, my friend. And for all of you who watched, thank you so much for doing that. Until we get a chance to talk to you again in 7 days, have an awesome weekend.
Bye.